from one, we wouldn't talk about Buda Beck earlier, but we didn't talk about Earl Thomas getting cut from the Baltimore Ravens after a practice fight with his teammate Chuck Clark. The Ravens, I was shocked when I saw that the Ravens were going to cut him. I think the potential of them going 16-0 is done. I think losing Earl Thomas is a huge loss. And now Earl Thomas is a free agent while Baltimore. They did it for the coach. They did it for culture reasons, and they also said they were fed up with him. And this was just the final straw that made them be like, you know what?
The wife with the showing up late to practice.
Yeah, things like that. So this was the final straw, and they cut ties. I do think Baltimore will still win the division. They won't go 16-0. That's out the window. And so my question is potential Earl Thomas destinations. Where will he go? For me, I'm gonna say, he might go to. I don't know. I think it might be either because Cowboys just the money team. But the Rams. You said the Rams?
San Fran.
Oh, I don't want to see that. That's nasty. I'm gonna say the Houston Texans. I think he wants to go back home to Texas. And I think that Houston team, he can go over there with Justin Reed. I'm saying they both can play. Yeah, he go over there with Justin Reed and play safety with him under a new DC because I believe Romeo Cornell left or they cut ties with him. And Deshaun Watson will have a good season because he's my fantasy quarterback. Damon, I give it to you. Where do you think Earl Thomas will go?
Perfect fit at San Fran. You have a guy you won a Super Bowl with.
They're an option?
Yes.
Yes,
bro. What do you mean?
He goes to San Fran. I already have them as a Super Bowl contender. They will be the favorite. He fights with Sherm. I already love. I don't know. I forget his name, but their defensive coordinator.
Robert Saleh.
Yeah, Saleh should be number 2 candidate behind Chiefs offensive coordinator for a head coaching job next year, but. They signed Earl Thomas to shore up the back half of that secondary. It will get nasty because that is about 15 additional coverage sacks. The more you beat up a quarterback, the more the ball comes out. It's just going to get nasty if they sign Earl Thomas. I'm going to be honest with you. But the most realistic option I think is out there for him. They said the market's not good for Earl, so I don't think we will be seeing Earl playing until an injury occurs. I'm going to be honest with you.
They said the Browns don't want him, but the Browns had an injury. I feel like that would be
the deepest thing for me is they look at it's deeper than talent. We know the talent is there. When you are a on-field distraction, it has to be pretty. The need has to be pretty deep for somebody to sign you. Jace, what are you doing?
I'm so glad the camera wasn't on him, but they didn't see it. We good.
But yeah, I just think he'll be sitting at home. But I think the 49ers, if I'm Earl Thomas, make the most sense for me.
Jace, I'm going to go to you since you're so eager to go. Where do you think Earl Thomas will end up?
I think I got 3 places, I think.
Okay.
I can see Philly.
Slime told me I could really do something if I
off the trillionaire.
That's how he found it.
Like, hell yeah, you could do that. But I got 3 places. I want to say Philly because they just need something in that secondary. I said I wouldn't be surprised if you go to Tampa Bay. They pull something out their ass and they can get them. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. Would not be surprised. And San Fran looks like the option that he would want to go to because I know he wants to win. So
yeah,
I feel like San Fran or Tampa Bay, honest, or Philly.
Derek, you look eager.
I mean, if he won't come, he won't win. He can come. We can move somebody over.
I ain't want to say it.
I'm saying Marcus Williams still ain't tackling the best to me. So he come teach you something. He just
that Florida boy, I got that though.
That's just me. But he could definitely go to the Niners. Makes sense. I thought the Cowboys might want him, but they acting like they don't. Texans, I don't really see that much. Browns was my ideal pick after what happened with with Grant Delpit.
Praying for you, man.
Titans not that bad either.
Yeah.
I think
that'd be a
on side of
decent
Hyatt would be good. There's options.
It's a lot of options, but you gotta want him, and he gotta want to go there.
Yeah, it's like he gotta want to go there. So I'm not gonna say the Jets because he don't probably want to go to the Jets.
Question: Did one of them McCourty twins opt out?
No, I don't believe so.
Oh, because Bill Belichick, I feel him creeping.
You think about that video where he logging out the tunnel?
Yeah, I feel him creeping.
Look, bro, he's not going to Patriots. If Tom's not there,
shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
As a DB to play with Stephon Gilmore and McCourty in that
Yep.
second.
so I'm like, what the offense gonna do?
Chung
What
is
the offense
the
gonna
one.
do?
Chung is the one that opted out.
Yeah, it don't matter, Jason.
Dante Hightower.
Yeah,
It's fun. Yeah, you playing with Stephon Gilmore, the best corner in the league. Yeah, like you ain't really got to do a lot, but hold your side of the field down. But at the same time, you're gonna be on the field a lot if the offense ain't doing that.
That's fine. He want to play.
Yep.
Earl Thomas is about to play. He's about to sign an incentive heavy free agent deal. So wherever he gets the most snaps, is where he's gonna go.
Every time he got at least 5 good more years.
5.
Yeah.
I can say 5. Yeah, I say 5.
Earl
Right.
signed on the side.
John, where do you think?
Y'all have some great predictions. Regardless of where he goes, it's definitely going to be a playoff team from last year. So it's probably San Fran, Tennessee, and I wouldn't be surprised if New Orleans pulled something off and got him.
I'm gonna
down
be
there in that
honest.
city.
A dark
I
team,
know.
a dark horse that nobody is talking about. Minnesota.
Yeah.
Oh, Mike Zimmer.
I can see
Oh
him.
boy, do he love him a DB?
I can see him definitely pairing with Harrison Smith, and that would be very
That
nice.
hurt, boy. That's a fantasy. I mean, that's a little draft team right there, like a fantasy.
That's
draft.
a team that can win the division.
Because I feel like the reason he would be great in Minnesota is you already have the pass rush, but they are building something at corner. And their free safety is something they brought Andrew Sendejo back, but they don't have the most confidence there. You bring Earl Thomas here, you could move Sendejo back to that strong safety where he's a little bit more accustomed to. Put Harrison in the nickel, have him more down by the box. I think that's very nasty.
Then Xavier Rose won't get exposed as much.
He's not there.
He's not even there no more. He in Indianapolis.
Yeah, Gladney and Eric Kidd. Eric Kidd is that safety actually.
That's what I'm saying. They building something.
So
So
who are they corners?
they rookies.
They just
They have
drafted
a
one,
lot of rookie corners.
They just drafted one first
Eric
round.
Harris was starting for safety, not Sendejo. Sendejo was gone, I thought.
He came back.
Oh.
They draft, bro.
I'm looking. It's a rookie. I think
Gladney
not Arnett.
Jordan, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
Gladney, Jeff Gladney from TCU.
That was first round.
Mike
Yeah,
Jordan.
it was behind the Jefferson pick.
I like Gladney though. He can play.
I've never seen him.
He can play.
Jalen.
Vikings cornerbacks.
These are the cornerbacks.
Jalen.
Mike Hughes, the other one that's gonna start.
Yeah, I'm here. You hear me?
Where do you think Earl Thomas will go?
No, San Fran. I think that's the only option that really makes sense at this given juncture. I mean, San Fran, bro, all the way.
Gotcha.
I like that trade, Demond. I like that Minnesota though. I'm thinking about that, bro. Like
That Minnesota pick is
that'll be
decent too.
crazy. I'd be scared of Minnesota.
Or if you go to Detroit,
That's
with
not
Matt
a win
Patricia.
now.
Boy.
He doesn't make them a
Yeah.
contender. I think from the
true.
standpoint of Earl, he wants to prove somebody wrong. He goes to Minnesota.
Oh, prove somebody
Minnesota-
wrong. Then it gotta be
Best team in the
Cleveland.
league. So
Oh, you talking about proving somebody wrong? It gotta be
I
Cleveland.
don't think he wants to stay. I don't
What
think-
about Philly?
that's what I said. I said Philly.
I could see Philly as an option just because Darius Slay. I know him and Earl and Richard Sherman have worked out in previous off seasons. But they would have to be. Philly doesn't really play enough deep high safety for me, and what I mean by that is letting Earl be Earl and go sideline to sideline. They don't do enough of that for me. Jim Swartz's defense isn't entailed to do that.
Blitzes.
Also, somebody I could see who's been very busy this offseason to make sure they're built for the long haul and make some moves if they need to.
Who?
If Kansas City brings in Earl Thomas, it's going to be nasty.
Gonna be.
It's going to get him and Tyrann is something that they
Repeat.
want to
No
do.
way in hell they have enough money for that.
I just don't
No
think they'll
way.
do that. I think they really like Juan in the.
They,
No
they
way
like
they got enough
Juan.
money for that.
They like Juan, but I think Juan could take some snaps at strong safety.
Bro, there's
and
no
let
way.
and let Tyrann run a nickel.
What he already does. You just get better. You get
Bro,
better. And he's a rental. If Earl says, boom, I want to, and that would be the ultimate chess move against the Ravens. That would be the ultimate chess move. Because we already know how Andy Reid's been able to deal with Tyreek Hill, who some people have said, this stuff with his kid. Super Bowl. We saw what he did with Marcus Peters and leading the league in picks, still letting him be who he is. They bring in Earl Thomas and they see the Ravens. Boy.
There's no way they can afford him.
Oh,
There's
man.
no way,
Shout out to Andy, man. Winning his first chip, bro. Happy for that dude, bro.
They get him, bro. We got to see where they getting their money from, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Jace, he would be a rental, but what player isn't trying to go play with Patrick?
I'm going to say, unless you take a cut. But I don't see Earl Thomas taking a cut, bro.
No, to go with the Chiefs, he'll take a cut.
I don't know, bro.
He'll take a cut.
All right. That's a guarantee ring, bro.
Not a guarantee.
It's the same thing you're saying with the 49ers. You go to the 49ers, you're going to have to take a cut because they're got to sign people. They just signed Kittle.
Yeah. It does be a 1-year rental, definitely.
Yeah. To a championship. But Minnesota, he could sign a multi-year deal.
If you come to Orleans, but we ain't getting that much.
At all.
He doesn't want to go there. I don't know.
Actually, back then he did mention us.
He did, definitely.
Y'all have safeties, though.
Why would he? Yeah, we do have a lot. Why would we go to Tampa Bay? We would go to Tampa Bay with old-ass Tom Brady.
Oh, old-ass Tom Brady? Watch what he do the week one.
All right. Last sports news I got.
Before you move on, Bruiser, just last note about, I know you started with Earl Thomas and Baltimore releasing him. So I want to shout out the Baltimore Ravens organization, bro. They released a public statement regarding the wake of social justice unrest. And the statement was very good, probably the best statement from any sports team that has released anything. And they were just kind of just providing action steps that people could take and just really fully showing their support. Like a lot of teams are just making statements because they're feeling pressure, but I feel like the Ravens put a lot of thought and intentionality behind the statement. So shout out to the Ravens, man. And I wish our organization success. And I hope Lamar continues his accomplishments of 2020 and gets that Super Bowl ring. So, yeah.
Lamar opened their eyes. Well, that's the only reason why they probably did.